the subway, it's the A or the C. Or coming down Broadway, the 1, 2, or 3. Jump off at the 72nd Street stop. From there, Central Park is just a real short hop through strawberry fields. Head on up to the lake where 1,000 New Yorkers are taking a break. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Roger Bartlett! Mr. Ron Sunshine. Come on along, I see you on Sunday. Come by yourself or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Hey, Jeff Van Nostrand! All afternoon, if I don't get arrested, play anything from folk to rock and roll. I've been stomping my foot so long I'm digging a hole. But I'll tell you what I've decided to do. If you keep showing up, then I will too. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself or bring your little honey. Sit down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Dodger, take it again. I used to go against the wind, but that's no way to fly. Flapping my wings, I get no place, no matter how hard I try. But when I just give in and go to where the blowing breeze has planned, you know I find a better place wherever I might land. Some people fly in circles crying life is so unfair, convinced that if they're over here, all the good stuff must be over there. Not me, I know there's a vein of gold right where I stand, and I find that if I look wherever I might land. I was always told, and now I finally found Coming on the subway, it's the A or the C. Or coming down Broadway, the 1, 2, or 3. Jump off at the 72nd Street stop. From there, Central Park is just a real short hop through strawberry fields. Head on up to the lake where 1,000 New Yorkers are taking a break. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Roger Bartlett! Mr. Ron Sunshine. Come on along, I see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Hey, Jeff Van Nostrand!
Guys, I hope this is happening right now. Wait 1 second. This has nothing to do with Brandon. This is not his fault. This is all me. But I think I just got off the phone actually with Brandon, and he said good recovery. So I have a feeling I fixed everything that was going wrong. I'll explain it in a second. I have to change one more thing on the monitor, and then let's just relax and have a good time. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I don't know who's here. I see, Chris is here from England, is that Castle Rock, Colorado? Do I remember that correctly? Rodrigo's here from Spain. Denise is here. That's right, Denise, thank you. We named the show correctly. It's just us. Let me play our theme song. Please chat this with me and calm me down. I just had a fire drill trying to get this thing going, and I hope I did everything right. Hey, Mr. Robbie. Please chat it with me. Said you woke up feeling frightened, senses heightened, overwhelmed, lost and alone, a little overwrought until you finally thought that you'd drop it all and pick up a phone. And I didn't do nothing but really listen to everything you had to say, till I knew that you'd be okay. The next week it was my turn. I was in a slow burn about something or nothing at all. I don't even remember, but I remember I was hurting, so I gave you a call. And you didn't do nothing but really listen to everything I had to say, till you knew that I'd be okay. We take turns being angels for one another, 'cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the cover. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. And thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Oh, when I explain this to you. And in the back of a taxi, I heard talk radio shows people call when they want to know what life's about. A big fat mouth is at a mic going on and on about who's out to get you if you don't watch out. It's funny, but the phony probably makes a lot of money to create a little panic every day. But I think I found a better way. We take turns being angels for one another. Cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. Think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Willie, just me today. Take turns being angels for one another. Cause there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. We're all just lucky that it works that way. Damn lucky. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. On the same day. Did Allie make it in? And this might be one of those days. This might be one of those days that you might have to help each other. If you get a text from a friend who says, "I can't find the show," or "I can't find the hang," "I can't find the link," it's all on me. It's funny. You know how sometimes you can see a long URL or a long email address, and instead of a comma, you put a period, or instead of a, whatever, you get one little thing wrong, and you go, "Oh, it couldn't figure that out." Well, computers are all zeros and ones, right? And so the minute I started this stream, I had everything set, everything that Brandon has taught me done, Restream, Facebook, the connections, the links, everything done. And I start the stream, and I realized that this main camera was not set to record, which it has to be to send the signal, or you guys get nothing. So I hit it, and all of a sudden there's this strange image on the screen, and I went, "Oh, fuck me." And so I stopped the stream, figuring I'll go hit record, restart OBS, and everything will be fine. But a computer doesn't know that. And so it's just us. Show number 95 is 1 minute and 36 seconds long. It just ended it. And so thankfully, I start these things early. So you early birds, some of the early guys like to show up, and that's why I play a little music. That gave me about 5 minutes to create this new stream, the new link, send it to Restream, so Restream would send it back to Facebook. And right now, it sounds like, hi, Rhea. It sounds like everything is working. So if any of you get a text from anybody that says, "Hey, the link isn't working," they're trying the old show that is 1 minute and 36 seconds long. It's a good show. And if you guys are watching on, Facebook right now, if anybody's watching on Facebook, and you want to join the chat that I can actually see, Brandon will actually post a link, and you click on that and just jump over to YouTube. And that's where most of us are hanging out. I can't see how many people are here, but I do know right now that Rodrigo is in Spain, and he's hanging out with us. Chris is in the UK, and he's hanging out with us. Val is in Chicago. Willie's up in Maine. Jan's in Pennsylvania. Lori's in Pennsylvania. All right, there's about Mr. Robbie's in Switzerland. So there's like almost 30 of us here right now. It's a Wednesday. There might be another 30 people trying to find us right now, but we'll see what happens as we go. I wanted to, today, I did, I was all set. You know, it's, we're good now, right? Today, I wanted to do a bunch of those requests that you guys posted in, on Facebook, and because you give me the greatest ideas, and I want to try a couple of songs that I've never played. Kathy's in Vegas. Stuart and Marcy are in Maryland. Angelique is from the Netherlands. This is so cool. All right, so I'll tell you what. While I'm getting myself together here, let me do our. Maybe it's getting boring, but I don't care. Let's do our song where every single one of us, even if you've already said it, just give us a first name and where you are, the city or the town or the neighborhood or the country where you are right now. All right, and then I don't see Karen, and I don't see Frankie. And I thought Frankie wanted to be here today, so if anybody's got Frankie's information, just tell her it was David. He fucked up. Nancy's here from Glen Rock, New Jersey. Hey, Richard. Hey, Elaine. Castle Rock, Colorado. Very cool. Ain't no use to keep taking abuse when the news is so unkind. You can hang out with me and some friends that you need who will help you through this troubled time. Just reach on out, show up online, let us know that you're ready to go. There ain't no dues and you can leave your blues behind. Let's have a little peace of mind. Chat it with me. Peace of mind. Hey, Emmett. There's Karen. There comes a time you just might find your heart is sinking like a stone. You don't have to pretend that you're not missing your friends and you're starting to feel alone. Just make no mistake for your very own sake. Well, here's a little thought for now. We can kick off our shoes and let our thoughts be kind. Let's have a little peace of mind. Yeah. Peace of mind. Go make us feel better. Make me feel better. Some folks you'll find speak a mighty good line. They'll charm you all the way. They'll take you along on a sweet, sweet song and steal your heart away. But blessed be the one who can understand why people have to act that way. 'Cause if I knew, I wouldn't want to say. Let's all have some peace. A little peace of mind. Peace of mind. All we want is peace. A little peace of mind. And all we really need is some And can you tell? This is one of those days. I had written it on Facebook or Twitter or one of those, and I just said, you know, this global pandemic. Well, Chris, how is the feeling, and how is the situation right now in the UK, where you are, in Leicester, England? Are things still as strange as they are in New York City? Is everything still pretty much shut down and not? It's so odd here. Hi, Allison. Oh, so Frankie did make it in. All right, great. That's cool. But I'm just wondering, because yesterday I had a beautiful day, and Monday I got to see some friends, and I got to check out a theater, which I'm going to tell you guys about. I'm going to also share so that in the first half here, so Brandon can see. I checked out the Triad Theater, and actually, this is for Brandon. This is. In the green room, this is where this cat sets up, and he's got 8 robotic cameras on swivels and zooms and everything all around this very small stage. It's a tiny off-Broadway off-Broadway house. It's 99 seats, and beautiful little theater, charming little theater. So he's got it covered. He's even got a house camera, which we won't have anybody in the house, but when we do this thing. But I was talking to really the executive producer of this thing, Kara, and we don't see any advantage to doing the year-end concert at Merkin Concert Hall, which is where you've seen all of the videos. It's a 500-seat house, and there's no reason for it. In fact, there's nothing but disadvantages to that. So this is where I think we're going to stream the live year-end concert from. Hey, Jake. Hey, Jackie. So it's yeah, and it's this charming little thing, and they stream in HD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook you. That's John Furbish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook you and John up, and you guys will be able to work out the details of preventing Zoom bombers, and we have to talk about how to let people in, and I want to make a whole bunch of VIP tickets available just for the patrons. And what's going to happen with the patrons is that after the gig is over, like very often, after Merkin Concert Hall, a small army of people will go to a diner, and we kind of take over a diner. And that's not going to happen this year. We don't even know what's going to happen in December with this pandemic, with this disease. But Brandon was talking about breakout rooms after the concert, and we might even just make it one big after party. After the concert in the theater, and I'll get the Utopia Diner to send a bunch of hamburgers over and salads, and we'll just hang out with you guys. But we'll make the VIP tickets just for like patrons and then general public people who pay more. It's going to be interesting. But anyway, so that was new spikes going on daily, but those places have more testing available. Lots of news stories coming about testing being broken. Okay, then yes. A lot of people have stopped wearing masks. A lot of people think it's not as bad as reported. Most places are open. However, stricter measures are coming on Monday. It's the same shit here. I was saying. Well, we'll talk about it on Sunday among the patrons, because on Sunday we do this live. But Brandon has the Zoom technology hooked up so that we can all discuss things and we can smile and laugh with each other. So on Sunday, maybe we'll talk about that some more. You know what? Let me start getting to some requests. If Hector is over at Facebook, which he very often is, open another window and just let us know you're here, okay, Hector? Because you asked for this song, and I'm going to play it because I wrote it. And then we'll do a video, and then we're just going to go down a bunch of requests that you guys asked for. And I'm going to have fun playing some of them because I never played them before. About a man who could split the moon and even get a wolf to talk. Then I heard about a man jumping out of a boat because he thought he'd like to take a walk. Then I heard about a man said he had in his hand the deed to the promised land. He said, take out your sword in the name of the Lord and kill your brother for a pile of sand. Some say there's a big king watching it all, but all in all he sounds pretty unfair. Turning rivers to blood, then creating a flood. And I ain't saying, cause I wasn't there. It just seems absurd to be taking the word of another that I don't know well. And it just could be that a king that mean couldn't be big enough to help. Now we've got late night preachers on TV, a rabbi on the radio, born again celebrities, while the mullah makes a video. And each one swears they heard the word, assured they heard it right. They say heed the call, build another wall, give us all another reason to fight. A newborn baby gets a nice clean slate, but we don't waste any time. We start teaching them the rules in the churches and the schools, at the temple and the mosque and the shrine. We tell them scary tales and fairy tales and kiss common sense farewell. Tell them all that a God that small couldn't be big enough to help. Now we've got late night preachers on TV, a rabbi on the radio, born again celebrities, while the mullah makes a video. And each one swears they heard the word, assured they heard it right. They say heed the call and build another wall, give us all another reason to fight. While the mullah makes a video. And each one swears they heard the word, assured they heard it right. They say heed the call, build another damn wall, give us all another reason to fight. Now I don't mind saying you'll find me praying, but to what, I'll never know. Keep reaching for something, and not for nothing, I'm content to let it go. Cause I've seen a little heaven in my time, and at times I've been through hell. And a God this man could understand never was big enough to help. No, any God small enough to understand couldn't be big enough to help. Amen. Amen. Jan, Gus loved that song, huh? Now, Gus was probably raised in a religion, right? We were all raised in a religion. In my play, The Green Room, well, I shouldn't probably give it away. Yeah, I can give it away. A lot of you guys were in. How many people were in on the online reading? Because I think I'm going to show a little clip. Well, let me ask, in Facebook, is Corey Brunish in the house right now? If you are, I can't see because you'd have to jump over to YouTube and join us in the chat room here. Did we see if Hector was over there? David Jacobs, I was not raised in a religion. You're ahead of the game. One thing that was that I actually really appreciate about being raised Roman Catholic and going to Catholic school and being an altar boy and all of it, and I've said this before, is that I think it was Gallup did a poll one time, a survey of the most knowledgeable people about all religions, and the demographic that is the most knowledgeable of all religions is atheists. And that makes sense, because atheists and agnostics and people who create the Church of I Don't Know like me, we've actually given it thought and researched things. And so I appreciate that. I'm grateful that I at least I know about what I'm rejecting. And I've studied some Judaism, and I read the Quran actually as best I could. A lot of it's just like the Bible. It's crazy shit. But it's anyway. So that's the religion song. Oh, and Laura Donna. If Laura Donna is in Facebook, she's got to join us over here too, because I have a request that that she asked for. Let me do this. I was planning on doing this later, but all right, I'm just gonna do it now. A couple of songs, and then we'll share a video, and then we're just gonna go down the list of requests. But I've never had this guy as one of our featured artists, and I thought it might be really, really fun. Hang on. How's that? I would really love it if you guys would, how you doing, Ringo? Good? Ringo is probably one of the few people who flash a peace sign more than I do. I actually say hello like this. I'm a fucking cartoon. I just am. And I'm not ashamed of it. I have been known to hug a tree. It actually feels very good if you've never done it. It actually feels really good if you've never hugged a tree. But I do. I say hello like this. I have since forever. But he does it more than me. Would you guys, if I play a couple of songs by Ringo, and Ringo used to say, he was always very honest about it. He said he would get an idea for a song, and he would lay it down, and then he would call his friend George, and George would turn it into a song. And you can also hear George Harrison's influence in a lot of the songs that Ringo had as hits post-Beatles. But this was a cover that he did, and I was speaking with a lovely woman who is a bit younger than me, but was saying that this happened to be her favorite song when she was 3 years old. There's Laura Donna. Oh, good, because she made a request of a song that I have never played, and I'm going to do it today. But let's do this. Everybody chat it with me, all right? Let's shake it all off. Shake off the pandemic. Shake off Trumpism. Shake off any Trump supporters you know. Fuck them. They're not here. It's just us. Oh, wait a minute. And Allie, some of you are going to hate this, and some of you are going to get a kick out of it. But remember that in that Saturday Night Live sketch where the cowbell sketch, and he says, well, last time I checked, we don't have many songs that feature the cowbell. And I be doing my the band and myself a disservice if I didn't play the hell out of this. Well, there aren't many songs that feature in the lead a gift that I got from Allie. This might not work. I've never tried this. You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Chat it with me. You're all ribbons and pearl. Ooh, what a girl. Eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16. You're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby. You're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand. My heart went stop. I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my car. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby. You're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my car. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. You're 16. You're beautiful and you're mine. Hey, Bob Bard is here from Goodyear, Arizona. Let's try another Ringo while we got him here. Oh, by the way, Bob Bard, I am going to do either Saturday or maybe for the private gig on Sunday, I'm going to do Lydia. It was so much fun to play. And actually, just before the gig, 10 minutes before the gig, I was scribbling down lyrics, and I kind of like them. There's the logo from Netflix and Amazon, Stormy Daniels, but with her pajamas on. I think some of these work. So we're going to do Lydia the Tattooed Lady again. Thanks for asking for it. Today is like super request day. So we're going to do another Ringo song. Then I'm going to share a video really quickly. And then requests. Did I ask, Jackie, do you remember Bob Bard? Bob was in my grade in East Meadow. Let's try this. It don't come easy. You know it don't memories, just feelings come flooding back. Ah, damn. Let's do our public service announcement. And then we're going to do a whole bunch of. Frankie had some requests. Laura Donna made a request. All right, so long, Ringo. Let's do our public service announcement. If you see yourself in this video, please give a big old shout. And then I think I've arrived. I think I'm finally here. And in this next video, there's a line that says that I'm a man who rarely does what he's told to do. And I hope, I mean, like, listen, I've created my own church. I'm the creator of the Church of I Don't Know. I'm not the first person that has ever done that. I think Thomas Jefferson said something to the effect of, as far as I know, I am in a sect unto myself. But in this next song, I said, I'm a man who rarely does what he's told to do. I'm not a follower. I don't do what all my friends do because they're doing it. But I think it should be obvious today what kind of a rebel I am, what kind of a revolutionary I am. It is now days after Labor Day, and I'm fucking wearing white. So that just shows what kind of a rebel I am. Let's do the song. One, two, three, go ahead. Believe it or not, I'm not doing this because I like it. Believe it or not, it's not 'cause somebody told me to. Believe it or not, it's not that I decided not to fight it. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Believe it or not, I'm not making some kind of statement. Believe it or not, I'm not a pillar of society. Believe it or not, it's not for my own entertainment. Whatever you believe isn't up to me. Yeah, you can take it or leave it. I just thought it might be worth a shot. But I don't really care if you believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't do things 'cause all my friends do. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of conformity. Believe it or not, I'm not intending to offend you. But whatever burns your ass isn't up to me. Tell 'em, Chris. Believe it or not, it's not the way I would have planned it. Believe it or not, I'm a man who rarely does what he's told to do. Believe it or not, I don't believe you'll even understand it. But believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. You know, we're all doing this for you. doing to me? I'm gonna buy a ticket now, as far as I can. I ain't never coming back. Gonna ride me southbound all the way to Georgia now, till that train runs out of track. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Yeah. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna buy me a ticket now, as far as I can. I ain't never coming back. Gonna ride me a southbound all the way to Georgia now, and I ain't never coming back. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? No, can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see, crazy woman? Can't you see, crazy woman? What that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Never played that song before. Why not? Why not? Laura Donna, thanks for asking for that song. Ah, yes, Brandon, thank you so much. By the way, I checked my PayPal account today because I had to buy some extra, I had to buy, new set of strings. So I used PayPal for all that stuff. And I visited our dear friend Allie on Monday. And so what I do is I take the subway down to 72nd Street, then I walk through the park over to First Avenue, but then I had to meet I had to check out the Triad Theater and meet the owner of the club and John, who's the tech guy. And I was running a little late, so I took an Uber back. And I always use like PayPal for all that stuff. So I checked my PayPal account today, and I have 35 cents in my Empire. So if anybody wants to help, there are different ways you can do it. Jan is always reminding everybody about Venmo. Brandon always posts the link to everything. There's, at Venmo, I'm at that guitar man. Then there's Brandon set up something called a PayPal Direct link, or a PayPal Me link or something. But so if you feel like helping, there's no worries. We got 35 cents in there. It's just fun to see that number pop up. That popped up this morning. And Willie is just the best. When I say, and you're all the best. If you don't have the money, please don't worry about it. You are here, and that's the most important thing. But if you can help out, this is how I'm making a living these days. But when I always say, and if you feel like throwing the price of a movie ticket at this thing, Willie always does. So thank you, Willie. Oh yeah, and what Brandon is talking about there, if you're not a patron, if you're not on Patreon, then you can't get into the private things that we do on Sunday. And the private things are really cool because you guys can all see each other. You're not just screen names. And if you choose to, you can also leave your video off. But it's really fun when everybody's smiling or laughing, or like Gretchen had that idea about filling out those postcards, and then Duval jumped in, and so they were talking about it, and Kathy in Vegas was talking about different ideas about how to grow the Patreon audience and stuff, and it's and Jackie, who is a teacher in Florida, it's just really fun that people can actually, you know, interact, and so that's on Sunday, but you can't do that unless you're a patron. And we're actually talking about maybe switching the dynamic so that right now we're doing 2 that's open to everybody and just 1 for the patrons. But we might flip that around and do 2 just for the patrons and only 1 for the general public. Nobody knows what's... You know, today on Facebook, I asked if anybody was struggling. And if anybody knows me at all, not even like a really close friend, but pretty much when I'm out in Central Park, my feelings and my thoughts and my emotions are pretty much just on my sleeve. They're just out there. If I'm having a lonely day, or if I'm having a sad day, or if I'm having a nostalgic day, or a sentimental day, I'll just tell you guys, and I'll tell you why. You know, we're human, and but I've always said that, you know, it's amazing, and you guys like Bob and Jackie from high school, you can imagine over the years, people would ask a guy like me, because a lot of people went to work for companies and schools and, you know, had jobs. And actually, I've had, back in the acting days, I've had lots of jobs. I've done a lot of different things. Drove a limo, I've done a lot of different things. But in the past 28 years, I've been a singer-songwriter. And an actor on occasion. When somebody drops a script in my lap, I know what to do with it. And you've got, some of you have seen the TV commercials, and I've done that kind of stuff, you know. But there are times when I'm broke. I've been broke. There were times when I'm looking up at broke, and yet people would say, David, what's it like living a life as a struggling artist? And I would tell them, I don't know. Because I'm not struggling, because I love my life. If I was struggling, I would do something else. But I love my life. I love the challenge. I love the survival skills. I love the creativity. I love being able to say the same sentence in 2 different ways. I can say, what am I going to do now? Or I can say, what am I going to do now? And I live by the latter. What am I going to do now? No matter what's going on. But if I'm honest with myself and you, I'm starting to understand the word struggling in a different way. It's this pandemic. As an artist and as a human being, and you guys, I'm sure, no matter what you do for a living, or if you live alone or with a loving family, there's a lot of struggling going on. And there are some days that I'm struggling, and I don't even know what I'm struggling with. I was talking to a friend this morning that part of it might be, a big part of it might be, that I've been saying for the past 5 years, I'm making the transition from a career as a singer-songwriter to a career as a Broadway playwright. Well, there is no Broadway, and nobody knows what the future looks like. And so that's unnerving. You know, in a lot of ways, it's foolish to deny it. It's a struggle to. And I was talking to a fellow artist yesterday, and and people like Gretchen Cryer and actually, I don't see if Duvall is here, but a lot of artists that I know are feeling the same thing, where when the pandemic first hit and we shut down in March and April, and a lot of people probably intellectually said, okay, now I'll have time to write that novel. Now I'll have time to write that play. Look, I have this time, I'll just duck my head and I'll write 10 new songs. And for the most part, I can't explain it, but most artists that I know are creating nothing. I'm doing okay. I mean, we wrote Believe It or Not, and we created that video, and we're doing this, you know. And I'm creating everything I can to share with you guys, but you would think I could write another play. I could write 10 more songs, and it's most artists aren't doing it. And I've spoken to my colleagues, and we don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's a struggle. Another reason why I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's get back to some requests. Hi, Howard. Where are you, Howard? Because I'm just looking. I see Allison is out in California, and Willie's up in Maine, and we've got Florida covered. We've got the Netherlands. We've got England. We've got Spain. So we're pretty well spread out. We got Val is in Chicago. I didn't see Doris today. Is Doris here? Oh, let's do Oak Beach Inn. Sure, let's do that. Brandon, thank you so much, my brother. Really, seriously, thanks so much. If everybody can say goodbye, Brandon. Bye, Brandon. Nope, this way. Howard's in Williamsburg, Virginia. Very cool. And a lot of lonely people. All right, let's do that. Let's do Oak Beach Inn and a lot of lonely people, and let's just go down the line. Oak Beach Inn, for anybody that doesn't know, was an amazing phenomenon out on the South Shore of Long Island. A summertime bar, part blues bar, part disco, with boats used to pull up at the dock, and there was dancing in different. It was a big old boathouse, a big old wooden fire trap of a boathouse. Huge, sawdust on the floor, stale beer soaked into the wood. I mean, but packed. And people in that place were like in 1980s disco attire or tuxedos or bathing suits. And cut-off jeans. It was a phenomenon. And I wrote a song about it. It's a big band song. It's a song for like the whole band and a screaming 1970s saxophone. But it was written on a 6-string guitar, so this is actually how it was written. Every Sunday. It was Sunday afternoon. It's been a long time, but I still remember the place we would party from May to September. Down Ocean Parkway, sitting on the edge of the shore. Instead of looking straight down the barrel at Monday, we'd hit it after hitting the beach every Sunday. By 3 in the afternoon, we were looking for more. And by 4, we were headed to that seaside shack. Every sunny Sunday, the place would pack. By 5, we'd come alive and the party would commence to begin. And by 6, a little Buster was kicking the blues, while the whole dance floor wasn't wearing no shoes. Riding shotgun and jumping in down at the Oak Beach Inn. Pretty beach babies with windblown hair and city dressing to kill everywhere. It was bathing suits, party dresses, t-shirts, and ice cold beer. You finally dance with the girl you tried to meet all day, the little one who's fouling your breath away, and then ask her if she wanna watch the sunset out on the pier. We're motorboat jockeys pulling up to the dock. We're all watching the moon instead of watching the clock. Go on, ask her for her number, 'cause you'd really like to see her again. And my 6 little bus is just blaring the blues, while the whole dance floor isn't wearing no shoes. Caught up in the motion, it's an ocean of suntan skin. Down at the Oak Beach Inn. Now, on the album, there is a screaming guitar and sax solo. Just a dance song. But this was the last verse. A lot of hot summers have come and gone. I wondered if the party was still going on. I got my girl hopped into my car and headed down to the coast. But the music wasn't playing like in years gone by. The only sound we heard was a seagull cry, and it was boarded up staring back at us like a big old ghost. But we remember heading to that seaside shack every sunny Sunday. The place would pack, by 5 would come alive, and the party would commence to begin. We could almost hear Buster still blaring the blues, while the whole dance floor wasn't wearing no shoes. It was fun, feeling young, standing in the sun, remembering when we were down at the Oak Beach Inn. Down at the Oak Beach Inn. Down at the Oak Beach Inn. Little Jenny's sitting in her favorite coffee shop. She always tries to get the window seat. Nearly every day she reads and writes her poetry, but secretly she's hoping that there's someone she could meet. And then a man sits down across from her, and she's too shy to look. She glances maybe once, then disappears behind her book. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. If you haven't seen them, you just haven't looked around. There's far too many hearts lying in the lost and found. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. It's Friday night, so Jimmy's heading to his favorite bar. Tells himself he'll have a few cold beers. But then at closing time, you find him drinking with the boys, who are always glad to welcome him. They're glad that Jimmy's here, 'cause he jokes about the loves he's lost, the chances that he's blown. He flirts with women far too young and always leaves alone. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. And if you haven't seen them, you just haven't looked around. There's far too many hearts lying in the lost and found. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. I never knew what lonely was. I never thought I would, until it ended. lonely person in this town. I wouldn't have believed it till my world came crashing down. Just another heart lying in the lost and found. Now there's one more lonely person in this town. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. That's a song I'm proud of. I'm glad I wrote that song. There's a long story behind that. Maybe one of these private gigs. A lot of you know the story behind that. There's a story behind every song that I've written. And oh, and listen, this Sunday, this guy was our guest today, right? He was our featured artist, and maybe we'll do one more song by Ringo in a little bit. But I did I created a track of "Come Together," and one of the reasons, because I love that, like John Lennon said, I have to stop writing these daft songs. I can't remember them. It's just a classic, right? Come Together. But one of the things that makes it so classic is the perfection of these guys coming together. And John's groove and his lyrics, Paul McCartney with that boom 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 bass, and what Ringo created. Ringo was not the fanciest drummer on the planet, but what he created often, and he always said he didn't think about it, he couldn't struggle, he just, if it didn't happen, it just didn't happen. But on songs like Ticket to Ride, it's iconic, and a lot of it has to do with Ringo. That boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. No drummers were doing anything like that. It was so unusual. And in Come Together, it's one of my favorite drum loops of all time. That and then it's just fours. Brum, bum, brum, bum, brum, bum, brum, bum. I found a video of Ringo discussing some of those songs, and they got him up behind a drum kit, and he was explaining in those days how some of these came to be. So on Sunday, when we don't have the copyright problem, I'm going to share that. Okay, it's really cool. Richard Blackman says, photograph. Allison's asking, did you write it? Well, A Lot of Lonely People, that's my song, if that's what we're talking about. Photograph. Can we do... Let me think. Oh, when I wrote A Lot of Lonely People? Wait, hang on a second. I wrote A Lot of Lonely People in 2000, about 2004, I think. I'll tell the story on Sunday. Let's see if we can rock this one. Hang on a second for Richard in Maryland. Pulled that one out of my hat. I know you're going to think I was going to say ass. And actually, yeah, I do a pretty good Ringo, right? Every time Oh, let's do this. Oh, you know what? No, somebody asked for, I think it was Laura Donna asked for Lou Reed, and the song she asked for, I don't have, but this might be fun. I did this in Central Park once, and you guys will have to chat this, okay? It's gonna look silly in the chat room, but you guys have to chat this. And on Sunday, this would be one of those songs we could actually maybe pull off in this. It would sound like a insane asylum, but it might be fun. But let's try this. Anybody know what that is? Oh. You dug that, Richard? Let me ask this while I'm doing this little introduction. Can you guys tell me right now, if you feel like it? We know what city you're in. We know what state you're in. We know what country you're in. But are you sitting at a desk? Are you in bed? Are you outside? Wherever you are, can you possibly sing along with the computer and get at least one other person to stare at you like you're crazy? Especially this song. Yeah, Frankie. Holly came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked away across the USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way. Shaved her legs and then he was a she. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Kitchen stool, home office computer. Candy came from out on the island. In the back room, she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head. Even when she was given head, she says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. And the colored girls go, do, to do, to do, do, to do, do. To do, to do, do, to do, do, to do, to do, do, to do, do, to do, to do. Chat it. Do, to do, to do, do, to do, do, to do, to do, to do, to do, to do. Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody to pay and pay. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City is the place where they said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. They said, hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side. Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo, you should have seen them go, go, go. They said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. They said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And the colored girls go, do, to do, to do, do, to do, do. Sing it with me. Do, 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 Good night, Angelique. Jackie is just speeding away. Thought she was James Dean for a day. Then I guess she had to crash. Valium would have helped that bash. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I Everybody chat it. Do, 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 You know what? We're going to do Photograph again. That's a keeper, right? It's too bad Gretchen Cryer isn't here, because sometimes when you guys ask for a song and I haven't played it, and I always say these guys are smarter than me, and that every lyric ever written that's touched my soul is still in my brain. For some reason, Gretchen is fascinated by that. She's worked with a lot of artists and a lot of singers, and she said she doesn't know anybody that's got that kind of retrieval in their brain like I've got. And I don't know what it is. I just love music, and it's just kind of there. And I don't know how to read or write music, and I think that kind of helps. I've said it to Frankie. When Frankie's singing with me in Central Park, and we happen to hit a train wreck, I'll always say, listen, Frankie, it's probably because I was thinking. When I think, I stink. But if I just let it go, but Photograph, that was, I'd have to work out that little. Now I forgot what I did. Every time every time I see your face, it reminds me of the places we used to go. That's gonna be fun. And you know what else is a keeper? That song that Laura Donna asked for. Why have I never played that song? Gonna take a freight train down at the station. I don't care where it goes. Man, oh man, we're gonna keep those songs. Karen is an artist. She knows what I'm talking about. Our brains are just so much smarter than we are. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I was talking about splitting. I have to ask you guys, and maybe again, it's going to be a question for the patrons and some close friends. But when we do Merkin Concert Hall, it's the big year-end concert. And it's just, if you've never been to one, it's hard to describe the feeling every year when we get back into that concert hall at the Kaufman Center. And there's between 400 and 500 of us in that theater. And it's hard to describe what a wonderful feeling it is to go back there every year. And this year, it's not happening. But I have to ask you guys, if I do this thing from the Triad, and in the next couple of weeks, I'll show you some images of the Triad, and if I get George and Chris Tedesco, and maybe even Ryan to come down from Buffalo, like, we don't know what December's going to be like. We don't know if there's going to be another outbreak when the weather turns cold. But if I can get Dan Paccioni, who actually lives here in New York City. He's just over in the Bronx. He's right across the river. I wouldn't know what to charge for that kind of concert experience. I just don't know. You know, when we do it live, and I've always tried to keep the tickets very, very inexpensive, so that we're not crossing into like Broadway territory. But theater rentals and tech and house staff and everything, we don't have to pay that stuff this year, but the experience isn't the same. So I don't know. It's gonna be tricky. You know what? Let me share something from Merkin Concert Hall. One of the last times that Teresa was with us in person, we did a Beatles tune. Since we're doing Ringo, let me share this. Back in 2015, I did a gig, the year-end concert, and it was just the three of us. It was just me, George, and Teresa. It's a long story, but it was just the three of us instead of the entire band. It was the only time we did it without the entire band. And but that year, we created something called the three-part harmony section of the show, and it became one of my favorite parts, and I guess a lot of your favorite parts. And one year, I always ask George and Teresa what they want to do, and Teresa, who is the youngest among us, said she wanted to do this particular Beatles tune because she loved the song and she loved the harmony. And so let me share that with you guys. If you were at the concert, say it in the chat room. Just say, "Oh yeah, I was at that one." But then, of course, how many people here actually like the Beatles? So we'll do a Beatles tune. Right?
Because the world is round, it turns me on. Because the world is round. Because the wind is high, it blows my mind. Because the wind is high. Love is old, love is new. Love is old, love is you. Because the sky is blue, it makes me cry. Because the sky is blue.
It's fun, right? I'm going to miss that this year, but we're going to do something different, right? We're going to do something different. Creative people have to find new ways to be creative, and fun people have to find new ways to have fun. Kind people are finding new ways to be kind. Selfish people are still finding new ways to be selfish, and mean people are finding all new ways to be mean. But I get to hang out with you guys, so we'll figure something out. What do you guys want to do? Oh, Frankie wanted to. Oh, a couple of you guys wanted to hear this. Actually, I think Debbie wanted to hear this too, and she's not here, right? I get such a kick. Unless maybe Debbie is over at Facebook. Is Debbie Baum here today? I know that, like, it's so funny. That guy, Quint, he consistently, is Quint here today? Ask for, when I say, what songs do you guys want to hear at 4 o'clock? And so they give me a song, and then they don't show up. I'm like, I don't understand why you would tell somebody what you want them to play and then not show up. I guess they want me to play it for you? I don't get it. But a couple of people asked for this one. Blossom, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome. Blossom, it's been much too long a day. Seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. Send some sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. Blossom, there's an empty road behind. Sit you down beside me. Blossom, there's a sweet dream on my mind. There's a song inside me, chase my cares away. Now send some sunshine down my way whenever you call my name. I know what you mean to say to me, girl, it's all the same. Blossom, smile, some sunshine down my way. Lately I've been lonesome. Blossom, it's been much too long a day. Seems my dreams have frozen, melt my cares away. La 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 la. Somebody asked for this one too. Let me try it here. No, let me try it here. On a warm summer evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I caught up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness till the boredom overtook us and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces for a taste Game Boy. You got to learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he's finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, he found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Nancy says she loves that song. I wish I did it better. I'm just pulling some of these like right out of the air, so I'll work on that. Oh, what did Frankie ask for? Oh, every day things are getting closer, rolling faster like a roller coaster. A love like yours would surely come my way. Yes, and every day things are going faster. All my friends, they say go ahead and ask her. A love like yours would surely come my way. Oh, every day things are getting stronger, and every day lasts a little longer. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Oh, every day things are going faster. Sorry, a love like yours would surely come my way. Yes, a love like yours would surely come my way. Every day, oh, every day, you know things are getting stronger, and every day lasts a little longer. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? Like I long for you, baby, said every day. Things are getting closer, rolling faster than a roller coaster. A love like yours would surely come my way. Yes, a love like yours would surely come my way. How about a song that I wrote? Chances are, if it's a song that I wrote, I might remember the words. Some people say the way I live is backwards. They don't know how a full-grown man can live this way. But if people say the way I live is backwards, Some scratch their heads at my determination to live each day the way I truly feel, paying close attention to my own imagination, while imagining the best becoming real. Well, here I am. Chant it with me. This is me, trying to live without regret, so you can bet that what you get is what you see. 'Cause what we hold as true isn't always what it seems. I hope you love your life. Mine gets made in my dreams. Some people say I live my life like some damn hippie. Right, Willie? And that day and age is gone and out of sight. But if a world of peace and love is what those kids were dreaming of, in many ways, those damn hippies had it right. It's not up to me to say that there's a right or wrong way. We're all free to live whatever life we choose. But you'd be mistaken to believe that I am weak or I'm naive. Life is too damn short and there's no time to lose. So here I am, just standing in the light. Einstein said imagination is the strongest thing on earth, and he was right. 'Cause what we hold as true is almost never what it seems. I hope you love your life. Mine gets made in my dreams. I truly hope you love your life. Mine was made in my dreams. That's another song that I'm really, truly grateful to have written. I like that song. I love that song. If I hadn't, it's like Crazy on the Same Day. If I hadn't written Made in My Dreams, if somebody else wrote that, I would have wished that I wrote it. But I did write it, so it works out. Nancy, can I add Let's Try It? It's just us. A million years. All right, everybody chat it with me. Wait. City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, and she won't have to worry. So dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes to his arms, they fall together. She whispers that it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. She pulls away and leaves him with a smile. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up and pours herself a strong one, stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She pulls the shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired, or did she just get lazy? She's so far gone, she feels just like a fool. My oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how your new life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. There ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Funny you can't hide your lying eyes. Wow. It is a short story, right? But let me ask you this. How many of you were singing right along with me? Right? There are 800 lyrics in that song. And so I just start singing it and it just comes out, right? It's always easier for me when the song tells a story. Believe it or not, a song like that with chapters and verse after verse after verse after verse is easier for me to remember than a song like All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. Even though All You Need Is Love is only 3 short little verses. And it's because there's no story in All You Need Is Love. It's a list. Songs that are just like lists of things, of feelings, of emotions, one after the other, are difficult. It's like, where am I? What comes next? But when you tell a story like that, it's like, my, oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. She goes, she lies to her husband, she drives across town, she's anticipating it, she rushes to his arms, they fall together, she whispers that it's only for a while, she swears that soon she'll be coming back forever, she pulls away, she leaves him with a smile. Then She gets up when she's home, she pours herself a strong one, stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's going to be a long one. It's just a story. Well, listen, I tell you what. I guess we can start thinking about heading to detention. But a couple of things. If you do feel like helping replenish the 35 cents in PayPal, that would be great. Or Venmo. Where's the? Or Venmo at That Guitar Man at Venmo. Or you can go to thatguitarman.com, and there's the you can join us at Patreon. Brandon probably posted those links also, but if you don't feel like scrolling back, if you're not a patron, then you can't get in to the private one on Sunday. And I'm thinking about switching it so that there are 2 private ones and just one for the general public, because the patrons are actually the people who are supporting this thing, are sponsoring this. I'll put in the hours, and I'll dig up the songs, but it's you guys, and so thank you so much. You know what? I'll do a song for you too that I wrote for you. Oh, you know what? And two, we have to do. David Jacobs is a bass player. Jake in Florida, and so we got to do that Billy Joel song, Summer Highland Falls. If you, I don't know, do you have your bass out now? All right, take it easy. Allison, if you tell Jill that David said hello. Just tell her Dave. She'll know who. Oh, Lion Eyes. No kidding around. That was a pullover song? Is that the one we're talking about, Karen? Okay, all right. So no, but maybe on Saturday, we'll do Summer Highland Falls, and again, what I can always do is I can just play the song, and then you can hit the replay, and you can take as many runs at it as you want, and then just send me the video of you playing bass to that song, and then I'll create the video, like I did with Chris. With we did that John Prine song. We did oh geez. Spanish Pipe Dream. So long, Kathy. Oh, Same Old Lang Syne. I must have missed that part of the thing. Same Old Lang Syne. Well, you guys have seen me do that in at Merkin Concert Hall. I almost never get through that song without crying. And it's, it's interesting. The woman or the girl to this day that I picture in that song driving away in the snow that turns to rain is was my first love. No, that's not true. My first love was Maria Burbridge. I know now that I was in love with Maria Burbridge from 2nd grade to 6th grade. But it was love. I was in love with Maria Burbridge. But Karen Hayes is the girl in Same Old Lang Syne. And I'm not in love with Karen Hayes. But that song breaks my heart every time I sing it. She gave a kiss to me as I got out and I watched her drive away. I understand the pullover. I understand the pullover concept. know what? Let me do this. Since Kathy and Allison are both doing election things, we have been doing. I'm gonna sit down at the laptop while I play this song, and let's chat some shit together. But let's all sing this thing loud, and then I'm gonna head to detention. But this turned out to be a pretty cool hang. I hope we didn't lose too many when I fucked up the start of the stream. But I loved hanging out with you guys today. Let's do this one for the election, because we're gonna do something between now and election day every single day. We'll do Rockin' in the Free World, or we'll do Delete Request, or we'll do something. But let's do this.
Okay, do you guys want to be in a video? I'm waiting for the one guy to get up and no. All right, hey Ted, can we get the house lights up like a half again? It's a little reggae thing I wrote. I should be writing reggae. But I really do. Let's get this everywhere, okay? Because it's time. If we've had enough, and we'll just have fun with it. You start it.
Time ago, people got together and built a house. Through fair and stormy weather, there stands this house. Something very special about the place, I guess. A lot of people want to make it their address, but the people must say yes, 'cause it's their house. We are the people and it's ours to keep. It's our house. You and me even get to say who's sleep inside our house. Feelings in the air and it's getting strong. The man that's there, he don't belong. Now it's up to people who know right from wrong to sing this song. And we sing, hey, 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 get out of our house. Sing it. Hey, 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 get out of our house.
That's the idea.
Even though we spend so little time inside our house, most of us think it's a crime. He's in our house. His friends and his whole family can tell a lie so comfortably. So now it's up to you and me to help them see we're onto them. Hey, 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 get out of our house. Sing it, you guys. Hey, 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 get out of our house.
Teresa, George, you got something you want to add?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah! Get the heck out of my house! Now the people got to save the world and take back our house. Now the people got to save the world and take back our house.
So few said this man could be inside our house. He brings no class, no dignity inside our house. Looking out for himself is his only aim. Should hide that face, but he's got no shame. His daughter, his sons, they're all the same. So we proclaim
To all of them,
hey, 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 get out of our house. Sing it. Hey, 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 get out of our house. You guys. Hey, hey,
got to
hey,
save the
hey,
world
get out of our house. Sing it again. Hey, hey,
got to save the world.
get out of our house. I don't know if they can hear you in DC. Hey, hey,
Got
No kidding around, guys. I wasn't kidding you when I was talking about struggling before. And again, you just doing this has helped me. So I hope if you're having a tough time, that just hanging out with these sweet people, with each of you. I mean, honest to God, thank you so much for hanging out today. We'll do this again on Saturday. Let me do a song I wrote for you guys. And if you feel like it, chat it back. I wrote this for you. I've met people everywhere, some from here and some from there. By now I'd bet it's more than quite a few. Nearly every woman and every man I've met just does the best they can to understand the things we all go through. There are those who just don't care, who try to grab more than their share of everything, and they're all out there too. So I don't take for granted I'm a man who gets to spend his time with people in this world like you. So often it can seem today, so many feel like it's okay to celebrate the darkness in our hearts. And then they wonder why we see such hatred and disharmony. To me, that's just exactly where it starts. And for others, fear can hide the way, sadly unaware that they allow it to dictate the things they do. But I've no reason to despair, as long as I still know that there are people in this world like you. Guys, you know, I think it's the unknown and watching people who are just unthinking and fucking it up for the rest of us makes us struggle. Things are just the way they are. In many ways, we've come so far, and still I'm sure we've all got more to do. But I can open up my heart and say I'm grateful every single day for people in this world like you. Loving people in this world like you. You know, I tried, there's a guy named Don White, who I've referenced a couple of times, and he was saying that he, when he does his live things, he buys a Facebook ad that day so that it goes out to friends and friends of friends. Now, on Facebook, I've got nearly 5,000 friends, right? So that would be a lot of people. So, so the first time I tried purchasing a Facebook ad the morning of the gig, it was denied because they said I was trying to influence an election, and they wouldn't run the ad unless I sent them a copy of my passport. And so that ain't happening. So I finally, what I did was, because there was nothing political about the ad, and if I'm trying through my music to influence an election, yes, I am, so they can go fuck themselves, but there was nothing misleading or anything like that. So what I did was I appealed the decision right away, and they had to review it, and like I got this notice, right? And it was something about politics and shit, right? So we went ahead and did the gig. About a half hour after the gig was over, I got this message. After the gig was over, right? So then, the next week, I did the same thing, but this time I cleared it and I made sure that there was absolutely nothing, could be construed as political. And so I ran the thing. They have to review it anyway. Now, I don't know what Don White is doing, but 45 minutes after the gig was over, same thing. Your ad is now running. So I'm done with that. I'm done with that. We're not doing that anymore. But I have to think of ways to also make a living. So I'm thinking, and again, this is just maybe down the road. I have a couple of people that I need to reach out to. I'm going to have to get some personal addresses, mailing addresses from. Because I actually sent a whole shitload of like signed posters and coffee mugs and shit over to Switzerland for Mr. Robbie. That's another whole story. But I was thinking, would you guys like to be sitting there at dinner time or, whenever you're watching this thing? Would you guys like to be sitting there with this kind of shit? If I got like little mouse pads or It's Just Us coffee mugs, would you guys dig that kind of stuff? I would make them really inexpensive, but it might be fun for everybody to have. I don't know. I just thought I'd float that by you guys. If you feel like it, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on Saturday, and we'll talk about it when we do the private gig on Sunday. All right. Well, I busted out of class. I had to get away from those fools. I learned more from a 3-minute record than I ever learned in school. Tonight as I hear the city sound, I can feel my heart begin to pound. I learned I don't have to close my eyes to chase a new dream down. And I made a promise I will always remember. No retreat, baby, no surrender. It takes a life to realize what life is all about. And life is all about this moment. I'm here with you now that we're through. What secrets did I tell? Did you get to know me well in this moment? How fast these gigs fly. Song after song goes rushing by. I won't pretend that time has been my friend. I bring my songs to sing my songs for you until the end. And as I live these days, I'm grateful for all the ways that brought us here to praise this moment. This moment. How soon, too soon, the seasons fly. I see my life go rushing by. I only hope that time will be your friend. We live a life to live a life of love. I know you see. I'll bet you all agree, 'cause you're hanging out with me. But I only guarantee this moment. Guys, I'll thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in some of you guys with the bad kids in detention, because we just hang out there and I just hang out in the chat room for a little while. So I'll see some of the bad kids in detention. I'm going to play the same detention music that we did last time because it's my music and they can send as many copyright claims at me as they want. I'm not suing myself. But the rest of you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Thursday. Don't let Trumpism get you crazy or crazier than you already are. We will fix this. Stay sane, stay kind, stay sweet, rise above it all, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. All right, cool? And then the rest of you guys, again, if you're not, I enjoy the Sunday things a lot. So if you're not a patron, go to my website, go to thatguitarman.com, and where it says join us on Patreon, go ahead. For $5 a month, it comes out to 8 cents a show. Or, $5,000 a month, which is about $80 a show. So, that'd be kind of cool. But whatever amount you want a month, $25 a week for crying out loud. That's $100 a month. But, some people can afford it, some can't. So if you feel like it, go to my website and join us. And then I'll see you guys on Saturday night, the general public. On Sunday, it's the private one. All right? Thanks a lot. I'll see some of you guys in detention. And I'll put Thurman over here in his chair where he belongs. All right? Guys, thank you so much. fire is not as warm as it should be, and the night is much too silent this year, and there's no reason to go to Central Park in the snow. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This whole city is not as pretty as it could be. It used to sparkle like the stars when you were here. Now all the colored lights down Broadway just don't shine the same way. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This season, there's no reason for trimming a tree. There's no angel in my home if you're not there. There'll be no candles glowing, no mistletoeing, miles between us knowing we should be Christmas Eving together. Just missing us kissing outside in the cold. We would keep each other warm with just a smile. But now my aching heart's breaking with the thought of waking up Christmas morning without you beside me. But Christmas night will be exciting as it should be, 'cause the fire will burn brightly when you're here. Then hand in hand we'll both go through Central Park in the snow. When you're in my arms next Christmas, please be in my arms. It's so creamy. It's not like, hard. It's like not like a cream cheese. It's creamy.
With
Sorry, Thurman.
all there is to do, those clowns in Congress keep pointing to a fear of Mexican busboys. Must be an election year. All of a sudden, it's an urgent problem. Must think we're stupid. Then again, maybe we just might be. Come on, baby, don't fear the busboys on the other side.
She's a marriage of extremes. She's a geometric maze with nights too loud for dreams and 27-hour days. And sometimes if it seems that she's just stumbling in a daze, still she won't slow down. Some say she's uninviting, uncaring and uncouth. Some say that she's cold and long forsaken by her youth. But all these lies about her can't be further from the truth. They don't know my town. Can I tell you guys? Part of the struggle is that all of the talk that I'm hearing about people leaving New York and businesses going out of business and shuttering, and the long road ahead and all the vacant storefronts. It's hard. Jerry Seinfeld wrote a great op-ed answering one of those, the owner of the comedy club, Stand Up New York, left New York and he's not coming back. And he wrote a whole big thing on LinkedIn about how the city's done. It's not recovering this time. And I tend to think like Jerry and feel like Jerry Seinfeld, that back in the 70s, after the John Lindsay days, the Fort Apache, the Bronx days, when Bed-Stuy was burning down, people had counted out New York. And after the financial crisis of the 70s, and after 1980, and after the Republicans almost crashed the entire global economy in 2008, but New York always bounces back. After September 11, this place had a target on it. And everybody said, who would be crazy enough to move to New York? Who would be crazy enough to stay there? But it's still the most amazing city on earth. But I just hear the talk and and I look out the window and I see all the closed businesses, and it's taken a toll. It's taken a toll on Uncle David. And to be a playwright dreaming of opening night on Broadway when there are no opening nights on Broadway, and no one knows when the next opening night will be on Broadway. It's hard. Sometimes harder than I admit to myself. Showing up here for you guys and with you guys. There's only a couple of things in my life that are making life fun and beautiful, and this is one of them. I feel the heart that's beating in New York City with the warmth of the people that I've found. They're the kind who love to live and have so much love to give. but are strong enough to turn this fucking world around. And when I need to know the meaning of romance, and I give you half a chance, you never let me down. It's the people that I meet that are the breath and the heartbeat of this great old town. There's still nothing like the sparkle of her skyline after dark. Dreamers and adventurers and possibility junkies all come here to make their mark. And yet, in a New York minute, we'll be back in Central Park where the world stands still. I've done a little traveling from Key Biscayne to Nome. There's something about each place to love, no matter where I roam. But I can't wait to get back to her. I call New York my home, and I always will. Cause I hear the love song you're singing in New York City. It's a symphony that sounds like rock and roll. And in the subways and the streets, there's a rhythm that beats until it heats up every heart and every soul. 9 million different voices joining in here, while those who've never been here blindly put her down. But I don't care what they think of her, 'cause I live here and I love her, and she's our hometown. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. In spite of all the Trump supporters, people like Donald Trump, people like those shallow-minded little, angry little people, I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of each rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are captured in the characters that Denise is creating. I see friends shaking hands. I gave Allie a hug too. They're really saying, I love you. Yeah. Like a little baby, I cry. You've seen it so. It's nothing that you all don't know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. David James, Joe and Irene's baby boy, is a lucky man. It's a wonderful world. Everybody chat it with me. Oh, yes. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I see you Saturday.